Hey guys, Ryan here from Rode, and today we're in Sydney at the Australian Hall recording a beautiful string quartet with the M5 match pair of half-inch cardioid condenser mics, and we'll also be giving you a quick sneak preview at the new Rode stereo bar, which will be available in early 2014. So let's go and check out the setup. Alright, so today we are recording the Accent Strings Quartet from Sydney, and what we're doing is using the XY coincident stereo technique to pick up the quartet today. So the idea behind the XY technique is that you're getting sound reaching both capsules at the same time so that you're not going to have any phase issues and mono compatibility. Now the reason that we've placed the mics up at this height is so that we've got a nice balance of both the room sound and the direct sound from the instruments. And we've also slightly rearranged the quartet from where they would normally set up, and we've got the cello kind of more towards the center so that we don't have a bass heavy right hand side, and we've got the viola player kind of turning a little bit more than what he would normally do, just so that we've got the soundboard facing the microphones and we've got nice direct sound from all instruments at the same time. And what we also want to do is kind of try to make sure that there's a nice balance by keeping the instruments an equal distance from the center point of the microphones. Now the reason we've got a bit of height there, as I mentioned before, was so that we can pick up a nice balance of the room sound. As you can probably hear even in my lavalier mic at the moment, there's a whole lot of room sound in this room. We've closed off some of the curtains just to kind of control that a little bit. But what I've done here is I've picked the center point of all instruments, and about 45 degrees upwards was my kind of starting point for the XY technique. That gives me a nice kind of sense of ensemble with all of the instruments at once kind of meshing nicely, and then I've got a nice stereo image. Now, I've also moved back a little bit further. What you want to try to avoid often when you're stereo miking is having everything kind of too hard left and too hard right. So we didn't want to have violin 1 all the way on the left and the viola all the way on the right. We wanted to kind of keep it a little bit more into the center. So we've got a little bit of space on either side, and don't forget that when you listen back to a recording, a stereo recording on speakers, you've got a 3:1 compression ratio from a 180 degree angle of pickup with the microphones down to the 60 degree arrangement of your speakers when you've got them in a proper equilateral triangle setup. So let's have a listen to the recording and see what it sounds like. Hopefully you will agree that we've got a nice pickup of all instruments and a nice bit of air and space to the recording.